Hey sisters, and welcome back to Tavern Talk. Today's episode is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be upsetting or what today, but we will find out. Let's see what today brings us. Oh, you're back. Hello, brave adventurer. Welcome back to my tavern. Hello, innkeeper. Thank you dearly for your hospitality the other day. Not being alone after all that happened. It really helped. I'm glad to hear that. How are you doing? The past few days have been quite eventful. I'm alright, I think. I'm just trying to keep myself busy so I don't have time to think about the things that happened. Understandable. Losing a loved one is always tough, and healing takes longer than you'd expect. I fear you might be right. And perhaps, speaking from experience, I've been doing this job long enough to witness countless adventurers passing through my tavern. Some of them return, some don't. But they always leave someone behind, mourning. I see. Does it get any easier? Yes, it does. Eventually. That's good to hear. Not everything is hopeless. Distraction is always a good approach, though. I think I know what you mean. I've been writing a lot the last 2 days. I want to hold on to every memory I've made along the way, and especially to Theo's last moments. I thought going on an adventure would be like the books I read as a kid, but it's not even remotely similar. Reality is always harsher than the stories portrayed. Reality is always harsher than the stories portray. I'm sorry, Archie. It's alright. Thank you for your sympathy, but I'll manage. Actually, I've been thinking about switching careers. I think I might be better off at home just dreaming of these adventures and writing them down, with happy endings and all. I'd like to note that others mentioned how much they loved listening to your stories, and so did Theo. Maybe I should take Ria's advice and really continue my life the way Theo would have wanted for me. It's a safer route for sure, and if that's what you want, then why shouldn't you? On another note, how about a drink to wind down a little? Sure, why not? Any specific wishes? Surprise me with something that'll keep me focused on writing. Something to ward off distracting thoughts. Nothing easier than that. Okay, so let's open our book. Ooh, okay, yes, perfect. Do we have one? Okay, so what do we have that increases? Oh, wait. Got that as well. A drink for the upcoming best-selling author. Very sweet of you. Thank you very much. Oh, this tastes absolutely delightful. I can already feel the words aligning, impatiently waiting to be written down. Don't mention it. I'm always happy to help. Speaking of which, have you by any chance heard of Melina, the famous detective? As it happens, I have. You know quite a lot of people when you run a tavern, you know. Have you seen her recently? Sadly, not in a while, no. I last saw her a week ago, if not 2. How curious that you also know her. Meeting such a well-known detective is a fantastic source of inspiration and exciting stories. I heard she barely survived an arson attack down in Zoford, and even solved the case of the missing familiars. Makes me wonder why everything has to be so violent all the time. Yes, she solved the case alongside her trusty assistant. Ah, how inspiring. I'd love to tell her tale someday. Maybe I'll combine it with some of the rumors I've heard about this one mysterious place in southwest of Fioza. Oh, which might that be? It's a wizard tower. A magical place full of puzzles, mysteries, and magic. I've heard tales of it harboring hundreds of books containing lost and forbidden knowledge. But that's not all. There are treasures of unfathomable value and magical trinkets as well. What an exciting thought for a young detective to stumble upon a place like that. Definitely a story I'd read. Promise to send me a copy, please? Oh, but of course! I'll deliver it to you myself. You know, even if we might be a few years apart, seeing her reminded me of my own childhood. Sure, the circumstances are completely different, and I was never allowed to wander off by myself, but she seemed a little lonely, just like me back then, always looking for my own adventures, though she found them in the real world while I relied on books. But I am glad she found an assistant to keep her company. The life of a detective can certainly be a lonely one. I mean, I also had Theo to keep me company, but it doesn't matter anymore, does it? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, well, Melly has been missing since the Twilight Flood. No! Tell me you're joking. Sadly not. I'm sorry. No, that can't be. I really hope nothing happened to her. She's so young, so small. What if she also Now, there's no need to panic just yet. Easy for you to say, isn't it? Your friend didn't die in your arms. You didn't have to witness his life fade from his eyes. What is it with everybody fucking attacking me recently? Jeez. Don't jump to conclusions, Archie. There are no clues indicating what happened to Melina. We shouldn't expect the worst. She might be small, but she's tough. Trust me. You're right. Sorry. Let's hope for the best. I couldn't bear writing another tragedy. He's back. Or did he even leave? Okay, he's angry. Uh-oh. Kumo, it's great to see you. I've solved it. Solved what? My parents' problem. I've solved it. And how did you do that? It's simple. I'm here to ask you to write up and hand out a quest for me. A quest to find them and to kill them. Sorry? Did you say kill them? Yes. Why do you want to kill your parents? Isn't it obvious? Can't say it is. Their death is what set me on the bleak path that is my life. It led me to my destiny, my purpose, which would be stealing, revenge, edginess, darkness. Of course. Now that they're back, it's messing up my aesthetic purpose. Right. So, I must take destiny back into my own hands. Why not talk through this instead? Talking doesn't solve anything. Might make you feel a little better and less murderous. No, I must embrace who I am, and for that, they must die. So please, a quest, have it done quickly. As you wish, I'll set it up for you. Thank you. I shall leave you to it. Before you go, how about a drink for the road? Maybe one that will have you talking about something other than killing your parents? Yes, I shouldn't allow them a warning, so I must be deceitful about my feelings. I'll see what I can do for you. Andu, buddy, please help me. Please. People are going crazy. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't like this. I guess it's Sunny Breeze. Okay. Maybe this will help your heart a little. It feels nice. Really warm. Like a hug. Do you need a hug, Kumo? I need to go. Stay safe out there. Sure. And, Kumo, yes. Have you talked to Fable? Yesterday, yes. They left to find Melly. I see. Good luck with your parents. I don't need luck. I need vengeance. Does he need help? Do you want to help them kill their parents? Pardon me? No. I meant psychological help. They don't look like they're doing too well, if I might say. He's always quite broody and mysterious, but their parents being alive really threw them off track. You wouldn't think that's a bad thing, Really? And now they want to kill them? Just because it doesn't fit the backstory they came up with? This is the possibility for a happy ending to an otherwise dark story. Please don't tell me you're actually going to set up a quest to assassinate them. I am but a mere innkeeper to this tavern. I am just following Kumo's wishes. I would have expected you to have a little more backbone or moral standards, so to speak. Especially after everything that's happened and the advice you gave me. What about the people Kumo's actions would leave behind, grieving and mourning? Those were your words, right? I tried to stop him, but I don't think I can get them to talk to their parents right now. You heard them, and that's exactly why there's still hope. Wait, I don't think I understand. Kumo won't take on the quest himself, so there'll be someone else that can talk to his parents. That sounds like a really questionable plan, if I may say so myself. It'll work out, I'm sure of it. Most likely, it won't be a very difficult quest, especially not if you know your way with words. As a nobleman like you, for example. Oh, well, I am still certain this isn't a quest for me, even though I could probably do it. What if the situation actually escalates into violence? I don't know if I could handle that very well. No pressure. I just wanted to make an offer. Do you want a different quest then? Were you listening? I don't think I want to be an adventurer anymore. Hearing Kumo just now has amplified my doubts. I never want to have to kill anyone. Being a murderer is not how I envisioned my life to be. Of course not. But I also don't know in what direction my life is headed from now on. My heart is still so full of grief. This might only be a tale, but there's this place of infinite knowledge. Oh? Are you by any chance talking about the subterranean caves of on the plane of Earth? I've read so many stories about them. A hidden yet wondrous place. Though I really doubt that a Gaian mortal like me can even walk there. But I've heard you can get there through the Twilight Chasm. Innkeeper, do you think that's true? That there's a portal to Earth somewhere in the Twilight Chasm? Well, maybe. This world is full of wonders, after all. And since the Twilight Realm arose from Earth's dreams, I'd say it isn't completely unlikely. Just thinking about the caves makes my heart beat faster and my fingertips itch. Maybe I should write a little story about them. Time to write down some key words, or I might lose my ideas. You know, I don't think you need Earth to lead you. Your heart already knows what it wants to do. Huh? Do you really think so? Yes, it's quite obvious actually. How about you go write down those keywords now? This might already be an upcoming bestseller. Oh, you really are a sweet talker, aren't you? Thank you for your advice. Goodbye, innkeeper. Until next time, Archie. Lynn! Oh, good evening, Sir Lynn. Evening. Has boredom already caught up with you again? It's always on my trail. Guessing this quest is still free? Not for much longer, it seems. Haven't had enough of the undead yet? I've had enough of losing to them. I want a rematch. There's no rematch for what happened. I know, but I won't let anyone else lose more people to him. I thought you'd be looking for Melly instead. Can't say I'm not worried about that little gal, but Fable is already on it. I trust him. And I trust Melly too. To come back, I mean. She promised me we'd see each other again soon. I'm learning to believe in people's words. You should too. I do. But trust is a scary thing. Everything's scary if Fable's to be believed. I might as well pick up the fun horrors to commit to. Like the undead? Exactly. I also gotta check up on my cousin. Those undead snails are sounding a lot more concerning right now. At least they're even slower than the regular undead. Very calming, thanks. Want to take Archie along again? He might be the calming presence you're seeking. Under no circumstances, no. What if you get bored? He has very good stories to tell. Shut up. How will we talk about the drink you want then? Well, dearie me, my dearest acquaintances. Innkeeper, Dame Salem, you both look radiant today. What are we radiating? I shan't say, as it would be too rude. How polite of you. How are you doing, Scully? Just wonderful. Yesterday I had the most delightful tea party with Sir Alphonse and Lazy Frostgrip. Alphonse and I were able to learn so much about the times we've missed, thanks to the young blacksmith prodigy. This world truly is an exciting and beautiful one, and by tomorrow the vampire will have forgotten all about it, but that merely means he'll get to remember again. How marvellous! The endless pursuit of learning is a wonder in and of itself. Speaking of learning, if you'd allow me, I'd like to learn how you are doing on this fine day of ours, Dame Salem. You do look a little spent, and I would hate to be intruding on your space. Just exhausted by all these people and their constant talking. You're good though, ain't your fault. Ah, I understand. The social aspects of life can be exhausting, as they come with so many rules and obstacles one must traverse. But throughout this overwhelming obstacle course of mortal interactions, we can find many magnificent treasures, and all of these make efforts worthwhile, like quests. I was thinking about friends, but quests too. Are you headed out on one? Yeah, what's its cause? An unusual amount of undead are haunting Fioza lately, especially near the Pale Woods. Celine is going to check on that. An undead gathering in the Pale Woods? But why so? Is there a convention, perhaps? No, it sounds more like the violent type of crowd. Unfortunate. It does seem that this sentiment is common among my compatriots. Sense and sensibilities are often lost when you are ripped from the afterlife without your soul attached to your body. You don't have a soul? You've got a lot of personality for that to be true. That is very kind of you to say, but I'm afraid I'm a mere fragment of my former self. An opportunity to find a new self then. What a sweet promise. Still, it is strange to have everything you once were forgotten. How can you be forgotten when you're here? We will remember you as you are now, as I'm sure people did for your former self. I hope I shall grow into a pleasant memory then, as well as a pleasant presence. You already are. That makes my non-present soul very happy to hear. Dame Salem, would you mind me tagging along on your quest? It sounds like a haven of fascinating research, and I've not been able to indulge in that pastime for a long while. Sure, come along. A skeleton should be great help in wiping out a bunch of undead. Wiping out? By no means should that be our approach. We should study them, or better yet, strike up a civilized conversation. With enough charisma, I am sure we can remind them of their mortal consciences. Don't be ridiculous, they'll rip us apart. We can simply ask the innkeeper for some additional defense, in case they need some initial convincing. I could even offer you some frost armor to go along with that. A few frozen pie cones here and there, and you'll have a little more of a buffer if your words don't take hold. Excellent idea. Or we just fight them, smash their bones together until they stop moving. No offense, Scully. None taken. Though, I believe the cleverer approach would be to rely on speed. Unawakened undead are rather slow, so we should embrace this possible advantage. Dexterity then, and defense. You were right on track with that one. Maybe I suggest adding some of a Morganite lotus flower to this combination. Much like citron, it will bless your weapon strikes and lend you some of the power of the great dragons. The undead are incredibly vulnerable to holy attacks. Indeed we are. The power of the dragons is a difficult one to harness. I'm impressed by your capabilities, Innkeeper. I think your delight should be aimed towards magical ingredients. To dilute them in such a way is quite a skill in itself, as is choosing our approach to this. We should leave this up to her, correct? Yeah, you figure it out, Inky. Some additional defense is a given, but what should we focus on? Charisma or dexterity? And don't forget those wondrous infusions of yours. I would never. Oh god. These again. So this one's charisma. This one's dexterity. Okay, so do we want charisma or dexterity? This could be a tough one. I feel like we should lean towards the dexterity, just in case. Yeah, we're gonna go for this. We're gonna go Swift Strike. There we go. I think it'd be hard to reason with creatures that don't have brains. I trust in your fighting skills, Lynn, and I know Scully will make for a great support. Great, good to see you found some common sense back there. Scully, let's go slay some undead. At your service, madame. Let us indulge in some violence. Enjoy your travels, your conversations, and your battles. Time to make a new quest. I think that's correct. It is the Parent Trap. The Twilight Flood brought more to Fesoa than just the waters of the primordial sea. In particular, two long-lost air echoes who had faked their own death and abandoned their only child. Now, their kid is out for revenge and longs to have them killed, as the fate of tragic backstories wills it. These renegade parents were last seen in Borkum, near the Wooden Sea, so any bounty hunter should probably start there. Oh, and we've got another one! Mission Magically Possible. The Wizard of Molia has abandoned his tower on, well, Molia, a small island near Niverduff and Dorwell. As is custom for a wizard's tower, it is said to be full of alluring treasures, gold, magic items, forbidden knowledge, spells, anything your looting heart desires. But be warned, the wizard is known to have loved puzzles, mischief, and contraptions, so don't forget to check for traps. And that is another day done. Okay, Sea Stars, thank you so much for watching this episode. It was a little bit of a rough one, but yeah, everybody is basically on high alert and very high tensions at the moment. But hopefully we can get to a happier place with this story.